resume their patrols. The tanks have been dealt with.
Thank God. Let's hope they were the last.
Don't count on it. I need the isolation chamber prepped at the GCPD lockup. I'm bringing in Ivy.
Batman. Bring her down to the lockup on the lower level.
What the hell?
Hold your fire! It's Batman! What is that thing? You kidding me? I thought we were under attack.
Any progress with the fear toxin analysis?
It's gonna take a little while longer. Drop by the clock tower when you're ready, and I'll show you what I've got so far.
Who taught you to drive?
Scarecrow's gonna break you, Batman.
Honestly, why do you even bother with these meat sacks?
Civil unrest? There's a war on the streets. We don't have the manpower or the equipment.
Well, look who it is.
Ivy. Well, that's one less thing to worry about.
Is the isolation chamber ready?
Glad you're putting it to good use.
Oh good, another cell. You feel safer now that I'm all locked up?
Reality of the situation is this. We no longer have...
Locking me up is a sign of desperation, Batman. I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid.
Make sure it stays that way.
You can't lock me in here like some human.
You all made your choice.
You know these walls won't hold me for long. Still, if it makes you feel safer, I'll indulge the fantasy. For now.
Priority one.
Why do you waste your time helping these pathetic creatures? So primitive compared to plant consciousness.
Guys on the roof at all.
It was Harley who broke me out of that police cell in Bloodhaven. Why don't you try arresting her?
The only people...
Locking me up is a sign of desperation, Batman. I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid. You can't lock me in here like some human.
That. But if we work smart, we'll get through this. And take back the city piece by piece. We have outlying patrols searching for Scarecrow in Bristol, Kingston, Drescher, Otisburg, and Port Adams. We got a half dozen choppers patrolling the skies, but make no mistake...
After what happened with Protocol 10, I wouldn't be surprised if that driver sues us. And wins. That guy's not shut up since we got him in here. Pity he didn't break his jaw. Just about. The signal's real bad.
I've got men searching as we speak. Screw you. Damn bureaucrats. We're on our own.
We can handle it, Jim. What's the latest?
We've got incidents cropping up all over the city. Cash, give us a rundown.
All right, let's see. First up, we've lost contact with the fire crew from Station 17. We've got their last known coordinates, but they're not going to survive out there on their own for long. Then there's this. It's a strange one. Body turned up. We didn't have long to look before the evacuation, but the forensics boys seemed freaked out. Real nasty. Also, we've had several sightings of the Riddler creeping around the train yard. Knowing that guy, he's got to be up to no good.
Look, I know you're busy, but anything you can do to help is going to save lives.
Don't worry, Jim. I have someone working a lead on Scarecrow. I'll see what I can do.
Good to hear. I've got a skeleton crew searching Gotham South and West. I'm gonna join him when I'm done here. We're gonna find that son of a bitch. For then... There's its Gordon.
I'm going to investigate that crime scene. If there's a serial killer in town, I'll find them.
Good luck out there, Batman.
Okay. After you finish searching the dock...
Don't worry about Ivy. That cell has her contained.
What's the flower girl got to do with Scarecrow? Is she a part of this?
I don't know. But I've got a feeling.
Yeah, I did too. Doc gave me some cream, and it cleared up in no time.
If you spot something, call it in. This ain't the time to be a hero. What's Rafferty's squad doing?
By the way, I've got Jack Ryder in the interview room. Guy was this close to getting killed trying to film the riots. He was asking for you.
I told him to wait, damn it. We need to be smart. We can't afford to lose any more men.
Hey, Batman. I think I'm starting to find Ivy, attractive. Is that normal?
Okay, gonna run through this one more time so we're clear. Priority one, here to save lives. And it starts with the lives of your fellow officers right here at this precinct. I want a minimum of 4 guys on the roof at all times and a 6-man element patrolling the perimeter. We keep this building locked down. The only people who get in or out are our guys and the Batman. We have outlying patrols...
This elevator's locked down, Batman. Only way in or out is through the parking garage.
Port Adams. We've got a half-dozen choppers patrolling the skies, but make no mistake.
After what happened with Protocol 10, I wouldn't be surprised if that driver sues us. And wins.
Solid lead on Scarecrow.
These ain't the usual weapons we find on Gotham lowlifes.
These ain't the usual lowlives, neither.
I hear you.
Took 4 of us to stick that guy in the cell. That's with a broken arm.
If you ask me, we should use some of these weapons instead of letting them gather dust.
Might even things up a little.
God knows we could use the help. Sounds like we're getting killed out there. We ain't got the firepower to deal with tanks. We're not gonna do any good here, Batman. It's hopeless. Us sticking around means one thing. More body bags. Sounds like we're getting killed out there. We ain't got the firepower to deal with tanks. We're not gonna do any good here, Batman. It's hopeless. Us sticking around means one thing. More body bags.
I can't believe how quickly everything's changed. I was doing a normal shift on a normal day, and now this. Does anyone know what the hell's going on here? What does Scarecrow even want? Is it money? Good luck with that. Protocol 10 wiped this city clean.
My wife, Batman, I just want to know she's okay. Just when you think the city's getting back on its feet, something like this happens.
Never seen him up close before. We've got your back in here, Batman. All of us. Owens from the diner probably wants you dead, but everyone else, Team Batman. You know, as long as that symbol's in the sky, there's still hope. We've got your back in here, Batman. All of us. Owens from the diner probably wants you dead, but everyone else, Team Batman. You know, as long as that symbol's in the sky, there's still hope.
Yep, poor bastard. He ain't gonna be able to live with himself when he finds out what he did in that diner.
He's gonna lose his badge for sure.
Owens is a good cop, lives for the job. He don't deserve this.
You should hear some of the stuff he's saying. Sounds like he's dying in there.
Paramedics say there's nothing we can do for him. Just pray.
Hey, Batman! I guess Scarecrow gave you the slip. You broke my wrist for nothing! He's got plans for you, Batman. You and all your friends. Tonight's the night we finally break the bat! What, you got nothing to say? How about an apology?
Stop! Anyone figured out whether this is contagious? Maybe we should stick him in the cell with Ivy.
October 15th. Still no sign of the preacher. No records, nothing. Something tells me he won't stay hidden for long. For the Lord has designed...
What are you doing here, Ryder? Hey, how's my favorite masked vigilante? One of those nights, huh?
You shouldn't be in the city.
Bet you're wondering about the tape. I'll let you in on the action if you promise to keep me in the loop. What do you say?
It's not safe. You should have left with the evacuation.
And missed the biggest story of the year? Hell, the century. This is it. My chance to get back on top. Quid pro quo, Batman. What's the latest on Scarecrow? Any leads?
Stay out of trouble.
Hey, I try. Trouble always finds me.
Tape 8, October 15th. Still no sign of the preacher. No record. Nothing. Something tells me he won't stay hidden for long. For the Lord has designed a most cruel and dark place. Yes, it's where we put the guilty men and women in the inconvenient pain, where lakes of fire burn and hot coals fall as hailstones from a black sky. You see, Gotham's days are numbered. I've seen it.
Gordon's crazy going out there.
You really think you're gonna convince him to stay? This city's his home, where he raised his family. He'd die for that.
Just us left defending the whole of Gotham against the frickin' army. Oh, and as if that wasn't enough, whatever Scarecrow's cooking up.
I need you to step up. I know what I'm after.
You already won. We're here to save lives. It starts with the lives of your fellow officers right here at this precinct. I want a minimum of 4 guys on the
We just haven't got the men to deal with all this. I don't know where to start. It's hopeless. I mean, I'm scared. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Anyone who says they ain't, they're lying. You know, people forget. There's your regular wackos still out there. They sure as hell ain't taking the night off.
Gotham doesn't stand a chance. Not this time. There's not enough of us.
Heavily armored vehicles have been sighted on Founders Island. It's confirmed.
Report back to me when you get there. I'm heading up a squad in South Gotham.
One Arkham Asylum branded shock collar, worn by Killer Croc, a.k.a. Waylon Jones. 2 ceremonial swords. One Arkham Asylum branded shock collar. 2 ceremonial swords. 1 rifle and 2 wrist mounts. One Arkham Asylum branded shock collar, worn by Killer Croc. 1 pair of shock gloves, worn by the electrocutioner, a.k.a. Lester Buczynski. 1 electric charge gun used by Batman, a.k.a. We don't like to ask. 1 mask and jacket worn by Anarchy, a.k.a. Lonnie Machin. I wasn't even... 1 Tommy gun, used by Peyton Riley, a.k.a. 1 black mask worn by Black Mask, a.k.a. Roman Sionis. Sionis never really recovered from the night of the Black... 1 laughing gas grenade, 1 snare trap, and 1 baseball bat. All used by Dr. Harleen Quinzel, a.k.a. Harley Quinn, during a recent assault on the Bloodhaven police station. 1 stuffed bear and a canister of Titan formula, owned by Bane, a.k.a. Unknown. 1 freeze ray, used by Mr. Freeze, a selection of body parts.